So today what we'll be doing is watching the 4th year video. Possible risks or complications. You might get a little butt hurt, but that's okay. It's not meant to offend anybody. Don't take it personally. You might laugh so hard you shit your pants like Mike Whitman did a couple years ago before seeing a patient. Well, actually Todd Martin headed this whole thing out, so it probably really won't be very funny. If that all sounds good to you, I'll have you sign this consent form here. Well, damn thing didn't work again. Whatever. Here we go.
To the Mac, get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on Shark Week.
Michael Whitman.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, urgent care is really swamped. Could you go up there, check
Yeah.
out for him?
Yeah,
Cool,
sure, no
thanks.
problem. I'll head that
All
way.
right, cool.
Fun ideas online, it's scary. Only at hgtv.com/Halloween. America's favorite content and go-to website.
Alright, so we're gonna capture your tuberosities, your raphe, your hamular notches, your vegetables. Oh damn. There's a bubble right there in your palate. I think we're gonna have to redo this. This will never work. Alright, yep, that's good. We really just need the teeth anyways. Yeah, just stay like that for, you know, about 30 seconds. It won't be good. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good enough. We got the teeth. Alright, so we're going to be cutting that crown today. Funny story, I actually failed that practical. The professor said I nicked a pulp or something, so I'm not sure what that means, but we're just going to take this impression. Alright, let's mix this up here. That's pretty good. We'll take a little extra here. That's perfect. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna, you know, capture your teeth. You know, we really only need the one because, you know, that's fine. So we'll just,
Don't you need a tray for that?
No, that's for amateurs. We really just need the one tooth for the opposing. We're gonna use a triple tray anyways. Good. That's perfect. That's fine. No talking, please.
On May 7th, I'm going to do my best Dr. Dam's impression because all you're going to see from me is assholes and elbows. I'm out of here.
When I talk to Dr. Kutkut, I cannot tell if he is way more intelligent than me or if he just thinks I am stupid. I think both.
What's the difference between a New York City sewer rat and Dr. Litwin? A sewer rat won't try to sell you implants. Fuck you, Pat.
Pretty boy swag. Some days I can't tell if you are covering a clinic or just stopping by on your way to work at Hollister. I did work at Hollister for a day.
Hey, Dr. Diemann. When you introduce yourself to a patient, you always say, I'm going to take a look inside your mouth. Where the hell else would you look? Aren't you a dentist? Well, I could be looking at the eyes.
Get stitches. What do you think about this anterior setup? Oh, I think that looks great, don't you?
At Teeth or Life, who do you think will be more successful at Commonwealth Dentistry? Dr. Peleus or Dr. Peleus? Damn that Peleus and his feverish good looks and American Eagle threads.
Knock knock, who's there? Not my hand mirror. Well, that's going to be a 24-point deduction to your grade.
What do you do with the lost items that nobody claims? eBay bitches.
Love it if you love it. Would you rather have moderate localized chronic periodontitis or have to check an SRP with no gloves? Well, at least it's localized and not generalized.
How do you get to this position? I've seen chronic opioid users that give more shits than you. Don't hate the player, baby, hate the game.
So at Chilean Golden Hands, they wrote what actually is a porcelain-fused tomato. Remember, it was the practical you failed twice.
Snitches get stitches. Have you actually ever caused any snitches to get stitches? Asking for a friend? You really want to know? Cash me outside. How about that?
Dawn.
Better have my money. Y'all should know me well enough.
Dawn.
Please don't call me on my blood. Pay me what you want it. Ballin' bigger than LeBron. Just give me your money. Who y'all think y'all frontin' on? Like blah blah blah. Louis 13 and it's all on me. You just bought a shot. Kamikaze if you think that you gon' knock me out the top. Your wife in the backseat of my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot. I called a shot.
Welcome
to Between Two Abutments. Today we're joined by struggling fourth-year dental student Todd Martin. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, it's an honor to be here.
We actually had 66 of your classmates declined to be on the show. You were the only one that accepted. So Todd, before dental school you played a little t-ball?
No, not that was when I was obviously younger. I played minor league baseball professionally before dental school.
Is that because your dad was the coach?
I thought this interview was supposed to be about dental school and like my journey and all that stuff.
Well, last time I checked, I'm the host, so if we could just have me ask the questions, that would be best.
Alright.
What's it like not being as smart as anyone else in the school?
I wouldn't say that's the case, really.
Whatever makes you feel better. Todd Martin, everybody. #1 in our hearts, and 67 in the charts. Oh, moving right along. So Todd, a lot of classmates have been curious to know, got a lot of formal complaints about your perspiration. You seem to sweat more than anyone that any of us have ever seen.
I'm unaware of the complaints. I'm hot-natured, but I don't think I sweat more than anybody you've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, pretty confident.
Are you sweating currently?
No, I'm not.
Do you know how to use deodorant?
Do you know how to use a condom? Apparently not.
So, in the field of dentistry, did you know that redheads only account for 7% of practicing dentists?
I didn't know that, but why would I care about that?
Because your hair's red.
Yeah, I'm not a redhead.
What color would you say that your hair is?
Like blondish, light brown, somewhere in there.
Really? Did you know Matthew Puchta is also colorblind?
I did know this.
Being a redhead, if your gums become inflamed, would a dentist call it gingivitis?
Do you actually have any friends?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have three or four friends, and I hear you also have some friends now. Finally.
Wow, that's uncalled for.
So, is it difficult for you to make friends, being so much older than everyone else here?
I'm not older than everyone else here.
Oh, of course not the professors. Is your employer aware that you'll likely only work 10 years before filing for Social Security?
That's completely false and not even funny. I started dental school so late because I was trying to make a career out of playing baseball, so.
You say career, I say hobby. Tomato, tomato. When you're prepping a tooth for a crown.
Alright, dental school question.
Do you ever think to yourself, I wonder what this would look like if I didn't suck?
It must suck to know that you'll literally never be as good as your brother at anything.
Okay, this concludes our time today on Between Two Abutments. Thank you for joining us today, Todd. So, see you at Drake's at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Love you. This must be the red hair that makes him so feisty.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little girls who went to the UKCD Academy, and they each were assigned very hazardous duties. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Jasper. Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Jasper.
Courtney, Hillary, Jesse, I hope you're rested and ready for your next assignment. Meet P. gingivalis, the most notorious periodontal pathogen on the streets. He's going around stealing the attachment from people and eventually their teeth.
Who's putting him up to this?
That brings me to our next accomplice, Robert Q. Frazier, CEO of Dentures for Everyone.
What does he have to do with this?
We believe he is funding P. gingivalis in an attempt to gain more denture patients for dental students in order to make their lives miserable.
Where were they last seen?
They've been lurking around the 4th floor. Your mission is to find P. gingivalis, and he will lead you straight to Robert Q. Frazier.
We're on it.
Be careful, angels. These two men are very dangerous.
We always are, Jasper.
And angels, always remember to double glove.
Yeah, so Dr. Jasper says I still have 20 SRPs left before I graduate, or I can't graduate. I mean, how's that possible? I don't know what to do.
It's lunchtime, and I need a rest.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. Like cramp.
I guess I'll tell the story of Goldilocks and the 3 little implants. One was a Nobel, one was a BioHorizon, and one was a Straumann. Goldilocks went to the dentist, and she didn't know which kind to get.
Welcome back to Between Two Abutments. Our second guest today is Dr. David Thornton. Dr. Thornton was chosen as the new team leader of our newest clinical team, Team 5. Dr. Thornton, it's a pleasure to have you on our show here.
Thank you, Chase. It's a pleasure being here.
Dr. Thornton, you recently made your decision to leave the dental hygiene school. Was that a difficult decision for you?
It was a little bit difficult. It was a tough decision, you know, to leave there after touching so many lives of equipment over at BCTC.
Touching lives? Must be an acronym or something.
Come again?
That's what she said. Let's move on. Now that you're no longer at the hygiene school, where's your favorite place to hit on chicks?
Well, I thought you wanted to talk to me about my team leader philosophies for the new team.
Dr. Thornton, this isn't CNN. No one is going going to give you the debate questions. Dr. Thornton, how many ice cold Budweisers can you drink between your house and the dental school?
I don't drink between my house and the dental school.
Me neither. So, as team leader, you decided to allow students to do some more complex procedures on the floor, such as full mouth extractions. I was wondering, do you have regular bowel movements?
What does that have to do with what we're doing in the clinic?
I was just wondering when the last time was that you gave a shit. Your wife, Teresa, operates a lovely, successful practice in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes, she does.
Very successful. At what point did Teresa decide that she had to be the bread maker in the family?
The bread maker? You mean the breadwinner?
Glad we've established that. Does it bother you that she has such a nice practice and your office is about the size of an airplane bathroom?
It's a little bit bigger than that. You know, it's just temporary.
Anyways, I'd love to hear your philosophies as the new team leader of Team 5.
Well, I'm glad you finally asked me that. Cause,
Well, that's about all the time we have today here on Between Two Abutments. We'd like to thank you for joining us, and next time we've booked a full hour for Brian from Sterilization, who has an office roughly 3 times the size of Dr. Thornton's. Dr. Thornton, thanks again for being here.
Hell with you, Jay. No wonder Gray's your favorite son. You son of a...
오빤 정남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 정남 스타일 Hey sexy lady.
Hey Cole, that's a sweet new gold necklace you're wearing. Did you recently join a gang, or did you just cash in all your tickets at Chuck E. Cheese? Chupa mis huevos.
Knock knock. Who's there? A shit ton of debt between you and Tori.
You would think as much as Whitman's wife wears the pants in the relationship, that she would do something about his stick up the ass bouncing walk. Real clever.
If Chelsea were any more pale, she could have been an extra on the movie Casper. 1/8 Dominican my ass.
Dustin's biggest adjustment to 4th year was that they shortened lunch break by an hour.
Do you think your parents will still love you when you end up being the worst dentist in the family? That's awful.
Chris Casterline looks just like Paul Walker if Paul Walker was balding and missing a couple chromosomes. Wasn't Paul Walker bald?
When Ailima and Camila speak to each other, I can never tell if they're mad as hell at each other or just making dinner planets. Sí, yo la verdad que peleo bastante y normalmente sí estamos haciendo comida nada más.
When I first met Mackenzie, I thought she was a bitch. Turns out I was right. Botox does not help. Oh yes, it does help.
I used to wonder why Patrick argued so often with people, but then I thought, hell, I'd rather be mad too if I wasn't allowed to ride most rides at Disney World. Typical.
Erin is the only dental student that is more likely to trip and knock out her own tooth than actually extract one. Bitch.
Scotty, you can stop flexing your bicep. We aren't pointing the camera that low.
Well, adjust the camera. Come on. Zoom on in.
From at Horton Lee. Paige, I have your spatula. From at Hunter Hazel. Paige, I found your whip mix bowl in the wet lab. That's definitely true. From at Chelsea DeBlock. Paige, I found your phone in the dirty clinic out basket. I think that's happened. From at Tyler Sanslow. Paige, I found your debit card in the Sharps container. From at Amanda Walden. Paige, did you know you left your car at my house? From @Tom McConnell. Paige, get your shit together. Actually, just kind of told me that just a little bit ago.
I used to think there was no such thing as a stupid question. Then I met Steve. What's a mean tweet?
At this point, Patsy is more likely to get a new ring from her boyfriend than an engagement ring. I'll take any ring.
I've never actually seen a gay hyena, but I think I've heard one.
After 4 years, I have finally learned that when Mary Kate says, "Okay, great," that she really means go yourself. Okay, great.
The Dental Podcast, where real people, real stories, and real life come together. This is the Life and Dentistry Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Life and Dentistry Podcast.
Hey, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Thanks for coming back.
What's going on, podcast world?
So we actually have a very exciting episode here for you today. We have two of UK College of Dentistry's most distinguished professors, Dr. Cutcut and Dr. Fuentealba. Dr. Cutcut and Dr. Fuentealba, we appreciate you coming on with us.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here.
It's a good to be here.
All right, so Dr. Fuentealba, I have a question for you. If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only have two things, what would those two things be?
I would have to say a Chillingberg Bible and a Sharpie.
So if you had to take a dental student and a faculty member with you on that deserted island, who would it be?
I would have to say for student, I would take Luis because his hand skill good. And for faculty, I would take Dr. Hoppenreich.
Do you think the island people would want PFMs?
I mean, they would be crazy if they don't want porcelain-fused tomato. Why would no one want that?
Wow.
Yeah,
you know, that's
interesting,
yeah.
right?
I think Scotty and I probably would do the same thing.
So, yeah. All right, another question for you, Dr. Fuentealba. I know dentistry is the only topic you like to talk about, but this is a non-dental question, so just bear with us. I've always been a little jealous of how good your hair looks. What kind of products do you use in it?
Well, I don't like to give secret, but I use Aussie Hydra and shampoo. It makes it nice and shiny, give good shape. It's a nice.
So if it looks so good, why do you always have it covered up in your little bandana?
Next question.
Ozzy Osbourne shampoo.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, guys, let's transition to Dr. Cutcut. So, Dr. Cutcut, if you had to pick a favorite fourth-year student, who would that be?
I love everybody so much. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I'd probably say Amanda Walden.
Wow.
Mainly because she scares me.
So, why does she scare you?
She's very intimidating in her dentistry, and I feel like she could probably beat me up.
So, Dr. Cutcut, with asking that, we've also got to ask the other question. Who is your least favorite fourth-year student?
Oh, I'd have to probably say Mike Whitman. He's kind of an asshole.
I agree.
All right, Dr. Fuentealba, I gotta ask you this question. What's your favorite type of crown to make?
That's a easy porcelain-fused tomato.
And what's your favorite color?
I would have to say porcelain-fused tomato.
And one other question, someone wanted me to ask you, what's your mother's maiden name?
Porcelain-fused tomato.
Wow. That's really good.
Is that a Spanish word?
It's a crown, Cole. You should know this.
So thank you, Dr. Fuentealba, for your answers. We got a few more questions. We're going to come back to you in just a few minutes. Got another question for Dr. Cutcut.
Sure.
All right, Dr. Cutcut, you know we all love you so much. You've taught us so much. And, you know, in addition to that, you've taught us so many things about implants throughout your course. What would you say is the main key to the success of an implant?
The key is always to torque exactly to 35 Newton. If you do not do this, everybody know, patient will die.
25?
35.
Okay.
Isn't it 35 Newton centimeters?
Next question.
Dr. Cucut, have you experienced someone dying because of the, maybe, let's say, a 33 Newtons or 34 Newtons, or any injuries at all, just related to the lack of the 35 Newton torque?
It saddens my heart to say that we have had several deaths from dentists not torquing to 35. May they rest in peace.
What do you think would happen if Amanda Walden tried to torque it?
Cole, did you say twerk or torque?
I've never twerked at 35 Newton centimeters before, so I don't know if that's even real.
Twerk? Why you torque?
What is twerking? Tell me what this is.
Cole, can you demonstrate?
Joe will show you how.
I've got a video of Cole.
Hey, Joe, why don't you
Twerk.
demonstrate, and let's see if Dr. Cucut can follow your moves.
I've got a bad back, so
Come on.
my twerking days, I had to leave in first year.
Perhaps you teach me how to twerk while I torque.
Okay, Dr. Fuentealba. So your hand skills are some of the best we have ever seen. How did you become so good at dentistry?
Well, it started back in Chile when I just a little Fuente, and mi madre was like, Rodrigo, what you want to eat? And I'm like, madre, milkshake, please. And then she like, Rodrigo, when you grow to be big Fuente, what you gonna do? And I said, I want to fix the tooth structures, and I just want to be the best. And so that's how it happened.
If you could be one diamond burr, which diamond burr would you be?
That's a good question. I would probably be a 16 torpedo because it makes nice light jumper, very aesthetics.
Wow. Why not like let's say a 14?
That's child play.
And an 18 is just too big?
Sometimes that, you 18, but most times 16 torpedo.
Okay. Now, do you do a chamfer for all of your crowns?
No, actually, sometimes I make Rila, on the facial surface. It's aesthetics.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. You've taught us a whole lot when it comes to porcelain fused to metal crowns.
No problem, Joe.
So we got some questions now for Dr. Cucut.
I've noticed when you're not busy, while covering in clinic, you sometimes have your phone out. What's up with that?
Well, I'm doing what everybody else does. Playing Disney Princess Candy Crush. High score today.
Dr. Cucut, I sent you a message on Facebook, but you never responded about going having some drinks. Why not?
Well, Joe, to be honest, I just don't like you very much.
I've actually walked around in clinic while you're on your phone, and it wasn't Candy Crush. Do you really want to tell the truth about what you've been having on your phone?
What did you see?
Well, why don't you say what it was?
Dr. Cucut.
Next.
Come on, don't be shy.
You know the code of conduct.
Okay. I was playing Pokemon Go. I needed Charizard to complete my collection. He was right in clinic. I missed him.
Nice. Dr. Cucut, I got a question for you. I love music, and I've heard you do too.
Yes.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, have you heard the new one by Sir Prostodontis a lot?
No. Can you sing it for me?
Sure, of course. Drop the beat. I like abutments and I cannot lie. Those other prosts can't deny.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
That's touching.
All right, Dr. Fuentealba and Dr. Cucut, these are some wise words, and we're thankful you came on to share your stories with us. And until next time, all you out there, we'll see you then.
See you later.
Take it easy.
Goodbye.
All right, so we've had some fun. We've had some laughs. I hope nobody takes offense. This is all in good fun. We're all family here. And speaking of family, we're losing one of our favorites this year, Dr. Harrison. Dr. Harrison, personally, I appreciate you giving me every hard, incredibly difficult patient you possibly could. I appreciate you giving me a hard time every single day and really building up my confidence. But no, in all seriousness, I love everything that you are, everything that you represented to us, everything that you taught us. I appreciate you challenge me every single day to be better as a dentist, to be better with integrity as a person. We all love you, and we're all going to miss you very, very much.
Hi, Dr. Harrison. I just wanted to say thank you for all you did for me. Thank you for being you, and I will forever be grateful for all the things that you allow me to do in clinic and for being such a wonderful team leader and a coach. You make UK a better place. A million thank you for having such confidence in me, and I have learned so much from you, and that makes me a better person and a better dentist. So thank you for that. And the last thing I wanted to say is to keep that building of yours running, because you never know, I'll change my mind and come back to Kentucky and open my own clinic with your name and my name on the door. So I'm really, really gonna miss you.
Dr. Harrison, for the last 4 years, there have been a lot of highs and lows. The one thing that's been consistent for me is you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. You've been like a father to me. There are 2 things I remember about you. I'll never forget this. I'll always have a hand mirror for my patients, and I'll always put a cotton roll in the vestibule. That being said, I will miss you. I will always love you. Cheers to you.
Hey, Dr. Harrison, just want to say thank you for all that you've done for me and the rest of our team. I know UK is going to be definitely missing you after you leave, so I really appreciate everything you've done for us, and I'm definitely going to be a better dentist because of you, so I just can't say enough good things about you, and really appreciate everything, and go Dogs.
Hi, Dr. Harrison. I just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I have decided that I'm going to name my firstborn child after you, if it's a boy. And by that I mean Herschel, because Herschel is not a real name. But in all seriousness, no, I really am going to name my firstborn son Herschel, but in more all seriousness, I hope that you realize the impact that you've made on all of us. And we're going to miss you so much. I feel bad for all the students after maybe don't get to have you. I don't think I would have survived dental school without you.
Back in 2014, people told me that I was lucky to be placed on Team 1, and they were right. Dr. Harrison, you're not only a great dentist, but you're a great person. And I'm glad to have had you as a mentor. And you're an example of someone that I aspire to be like as a dentist and a good human being. Thank you for being our team leader for these years, and I wish you the best in retirement.
Thank you so much, Dr. Harrison, for being such an awesome team leader. You've not only showed me how to be a good dentist, but you've also helped me grow and be independent, and you've taught me, most importantly, how to be a kind and warm and overall good person to not just my patients, but to everyone around me. I feel really lucky to have you as a team leader, and UKCD is really going to miss you. I love you.
Dr. Harrison, thank you so much for being a mentor, a friend, guardian at times, and for your ever inquisitive spirit in regards to asking what it's like to be gay. I think I've learned more answering some of your very innocent questions about myself than I ever thought I would learn. And your open-mindedness and warm heart always made me feel very at home here. And you're always going to be someone I look back on as someone who made this place a home, and a place I look back on with happy memories. So I wish you well in retirement. I know you're going to enjoy being with your family and doing yard work, which is something I can't say. But I look forward to staying in touch, and I wish you well.
Dr. Harrison, thank you for everything you've done over the last 3.5 years. You've instilled confidence in us. You've helped build us up, make us become better dentists, better people. I thought we were one of your favorite teams, and I thought specifically I was your favorite student because you offered me your office, but I've heard you offer that to 2 other people today as well, so I guess not. But in spite of that, I'm glad you were my team leader for the last 3.5 years, and I'm glad we're leaving at the same time.
Hello all, and to Dr. Harrison, and thank you, Dr. Harrison, for reminding me to keep in mind the important things in dental school, like a strong religious faith being true to myself and my accent, and always to have this on hand.
So there's a few people in life who you can really look back on and say that they've had a huge impact in your life, and Dr. Harrison is one of the few that I can count on one hand who I think I'll always look back on and think of what a great man he was, and hope to embody some of that spirit and hopefully pass along the great integrity that he seems to have for all of us in the profession of dentistry. Just love the guy and loved working with him, so wish him the best.
Dr. Harrison, so much to thank you for. First off, thank you for every day asking if I'm pregnant and starting that chain reaction around clinic. I really appreciate that. But thank you for making me a better person and a better dentist. I don't think that you realize how much you mean to all of us. We all think the world of you, and we're all going to miss you. And thank you for letting me be witness to your miracle. My faith in God and my religion is only strengthened by seeing what you've been through and how much you've been blessed. And you know, we all love you, and I love you the most, and I know I'm your favorite, so bye-bye.